So hello everyone. Next is my session. So I'm Huang, a developer advocate at AWS, and I'm glad to here to. I think it's my third time to share some insight or some new some updated information about large language models and Agentic AI. As you know, it's very popular these days. So as I say, I like George's lifestyle, which is I really don't want to learn something until I have to. So before this sessions, some of the developers asked me, is this the moment? Is this the have-to moment now for someone or for some developers to learn some agentic AI or how to develop agentic AI applications? So I wish my session will give you some tips or give you some insights with AWS perspective. So as you know, agentic AI is a leading topic in today's development area. So some of the developers, you would like to seek more than just learn some terms or some concepts, or you may be curious about some innovations which some pioneer in these areas and what they do and what they are thinking, and you might want to build your own. So the most important of all, you may want to build your own AI agent or agentic AI applications from scratch. So this session maybe help you on all these questions or needs. And here's today's agenda. So we will begin with what AI agent or agentic AI is, and then I will demonstrate how to build, or for even intro-level developers, how to build agentic AI applications. The first example, I will use the Hong Kong weather information interaction. Use MCP. You know MCP? Anyone know MCP? Yes, I think half of you know MCP, the new protocol. I will mention it later, and I'm not overact. Then I will explore real-world scenarios for building enterprise-grade agentic AI applications using some AWS services like or tools like Kiro and Amazon Barrel, AgentCore. But I will not dive deep into these two tools or services because of the time limited. I will dive deep into another one, which is for some developers who want to build their AI applications or agentic AI applications from scratch, which is open source Strands Agents. This is the open source agentic AI application development framework provided by AWS recently. And finally, I will conclude with a comprehensive overview of how AWS agentic AI portfolio, and I hope you will find some valuable insight inside my session. Okay, let's begin by explaining AI agent concepts first. So as you see on this slide, if you see the history of the AI agent or agentic AI from the left to the right, from low latency to from low agency to high agency, from more human oversight to less human side. This is the history. Actually, it's only happened maybe only 2 years, so it's not longer. But you see our agent AI development is from the follow, assist, collaborate to pioneer. So on the left, we see some low agency systems which are rule-based, and require high human oversight. And on the right, we can see the high agency systems that can be operated independently and even make some, I will mention later, even make some strategic decisions by themselves. So, but in reality, we still at the very beginning of the stage of the agentic AI. So reach the higher agency request, not just some technologies, but also some governance, trust, and some organization readiness. So let me introduce a new. I really like this speech, which is from the Sequoia Capital AI Agent 2025 in San Francisco. I think it's June or July this year. So I really like this. If you never watch this YouTube video, I suggest you to watch it. It's only, I think, no more than 20 minutes, but it will give you some insights on what the future is, what's our human beings' future is, and what the agentic AI in 2030 is. So in this slide, you can see that the Sequoia Capital, they think that the future AI agents will rebuild our future economy, and from swarms to ecosystems levels. And the most compelling aspect of their forecast is they think in as shown on the right, in 2030 it will function as a network of agent operations structurally similar to if you know the neural network, you study some deep learning or machine learning, you will see it's similar like the neural network. So these things in the future, the human beings economy will like that. So if you have the ability to develop a node on the right neural network, maybe you can provide some agentic AI services to the people in Causeway Bay. I think you will have enough money to raise the whole family. But if you can make agentic AI on that node for maybe several, for the whole Hong Kong people, I think maybe you can buy a house. But if you can be a node to let the global, the people in the earth to use, so you will be a rich guy, right? So the economy is changed. So you can see that there's a future. So it's totally different from we see now. And the other important things about AI agent is AI agent or agentic AI will reshape our future organization as well. So Sequoia Capital also made one of the boldest prediction, that is in the near future, the upcoming emergence of the first single-person unicorn. You know, unicorn in San Francisco, they call a unicorn is a company values about $1 billion US. That is called unicorn. So one single person can operate or can create a company, a unicorn companies in the near future. So this will make some transformations of our current labor structure or our current organizations totally different, which will to create some new organizational patterns. So enterprises where one person can operate, but the person should work with many of the agents. Like maybe you need a sales customer-facing agent, you need a sales agent, you need a product design agent, or you need some developer agent like that. So a person who can work well with all the agents and collaborate them to work together, maybe in the future they will make what they call it a zero employee company in the future. Yeah. Actually, there's more insight from the AI Agent 2025, but for the time limited, I only show maybe 2 or 4 of the slides in two my slides. So if you're interested in the detail, you can watch the videos on the YouTube by yourself. So another thing which is I think is I should mention that in 2025. So it's great change is the communication protocol stands. You know, in the TCP/IP eras, in the internet eras, we have the TCP/IP protocols, which established foundation for network interconnection and for the developers or people to program. So similarly, in the emerging Agentic AI era, AI agents require interoperabilities. So both with their tools and with other AI agents. Now here you see, I think most of you have heard about it. There are two protocols already there, MCP, which is Model Context Protocol, and A2A protocol. So, there's many interesting story about these two protocols, MCP and A2A. So if you ask some guys from MCP, teams, they will tell, oh, we will replace A2A in the future. We will extend our range to A2A. But if you have some discussion with A2A protocol guys, they will say, oh, we can work well with MCP in the future. So I'm not sure in the future there's MCP or A2A will control the other, or they will work together, or if there are any other new protocol emerge in the future. So, but I think the trend is we need protocol, or we need communication protocols to make all the agents to work properly each other. So that's the trend. And AWS, in this, AWS actively participate on the standard communities for both MCP and the A2A projects. We contribute decades of distributed systems experience from Amazon and AWS to enhance these protocols as well. Okay, so we have discussed many of the many terms and concepts, and even the future of Agentic AI. So next, I will showcase a practical Agentic AI applications that ultimately retrieve local weather information, which is the Hong Kong weather informations. Here's an example. Okay, let me play the demo here. So here is the practical AI agent scene. You can see that? Yes, it's played. Yes. So here is an example to demonstrate local weather application development. Use MCP protocol, Emerald Bedrock, and a website which is a Hong Kong Observatory website. So in this video, we simply provided our agent built with Emerald Nova Act with a specific weather website URL. Then we just use natural language to provide it to the interface. So what's the current weather in Hong Kong, or what's the weather in 9 days or 7 days? Next, we can observe that the agent can begin to function like a human verbal scripting engineer. So if you are an engineer or software development in the past to do some verbal scraping, you may be shocked by this, because AI can do it now by itself. So, but whether you like it or not, it happened, and you can see that at the very last, they make the screenshot here, and the current weather in Hong Kong like this, 23 degrees, like that, and the lower act also provided a screenshot for you for your verifications. That's the future. So so you may want to prepare for your futures, and the lower act and some other services can help you if you are ready to do the huge transitions. This is the first demo. So if you dive deep into the Python code on this, so it's very simple, because we only have, I have shoot two screenshots here. The left screenshot shows the run over act forecast functions, which guide the node act on which verbal pages to capture and what action to perform. And the right screenshot demonstrates a typical MCP call, which is featuring to market MCP to decorate and the process of running node act in a separate thread. And the submitted task run node act forecast on the right is respective to the functions on the left. If you are interested in the detail, you can scan the QR code in the bottom right corner. Yeah, I also provided two blog posts if you want to know the whole process of how can I develop the whole Python code using Emerald Nova Act. Yes, and the part one is without MCP. You know, Emerald Nova Act can work without MCP. But if you want to more data to integrate, or you need a large language model behind the Nova Act to make more flexible decisions, you can add MCP protocols as well. So part 2 blogger is talking about MCP plus Nova Act to do the same things. You can scan QR code as well. So we are talking about for the intro-level developers how to do Agentic AI applications. But for some enterprise levels or enterprise grade developers, I think you have more thinking or you have more consideration. So let me explore the real world scenarios for building enterprise Agentic AI applications. The first area is I think you should know is how to accelerate the software development. So which is where we began to use the Agentic AI, just like this slide show on the right. The right slide shows the typical steps of SDLC, which is software development lifecycle, and includes several main steps: planning, requirement definition, design and prototyping, RSD, which is rapid software development, testing, development and operation and maintenance, and back to the planning again. So we all know this. This is a typical or SDLC cycles. But as you know, Agentic AI, like some service AWS like Kiro, QCOI, Q developers can help us to remove these undifferentiated heavy lift from software development. And I want to mention one of my blogs here, cause I have two QR codes here. The land served version, which I use the COI to develop platform game, is developed by myself. Totally use natural language, and notably the ocean served versions, which is one day my 7-year-old daughter see me play the game or write a blog. She wants her dad. I don't like the lander style. I like all the things happen in under the sea. So my 7-year-old daughter use only natural language prompt in English and Mandarin, and throughout all the development process, and no human coding was required. Just my daughter told me, "Oh, Dad, you should change this color. You should make it happen in the sea and make some fishes inside like that." Yes, and the ocean sim versions. Actually, the whole idea is from my 7-year-old daughter. So if you are interested in learning how to do it with more detail, you can scan the QR code to watch the full demo videos. Okay, so besides web coding, we see anyone know web coding? Web coding? Okay, I think most of you know web coding. So besides the web coding, we think the enterprise developers face more challenges, like they face more complex challenges, like as shown on these slides. So earlier we discussed about the SQL's capital prediction about our agent-driven world in 2030s, and their forecaster that suggests a future AI agent will evolve beyond the tools and become independent actors with abilities to reasoning, plan, and coordinate with each other by themselves. I think today the developers for the Agentic AI application will face more challenges. Yes, because the software development is changing now. That is why we have the Kiro. We will introduce the Kiro to you, which is AI IDE from prototype to productions. So if web coding enable the construction of the Agentic AI application prototype, then Kiro, so as the Agentic AI IDE will help our Agentic AI application developers transition from prototype development to production ready development. I think I don't have more time to dive deep into Kiro, but one of the important core concept of Kiro I want to mention here is the spec-driven development, which it transforms developers' natural language idea into structured requirement document, technical designs, and even some main task lists, and to enable or to guide the AI agents to perform like our human being designed, and that we can predict what the AI agents will output. We can control the whole process. So besides the first part, which is accelerate software developer, there's another important areas for the enterprise grade Agentic AI application developer, which is how to reimagine business workflows with customers, custom agents. Why we need to do this? Because this, yes, to unlike traditional automations, AI agents, they do not automate existing workflow steps or business use cases. They let me take example here. On the input side left, we have the raw materials and the connectors that enable agent to interact with many enterprise systems. So instead of being confined to some static information, AI agents can put some data or call some APIs to take actions. That is why we need some tools or MCPs here. And they orchestrate across all these inputs. So the AI agent isn't just only just answering questions, but actually to do some real things behind, like booking a ticket or updating a stock or retrieve some weather information as well. So on the top section is about the memory. Memory is another critical component for Agentic AI systems. There are two kinds of memories: short-term memories and long-term memories. Short-term memories allow agent to maintain the context within a session, and long-term memories can enable it to learn and improve over time or over some paragraphs or sentence. So this is what makes the agent adaptive and context aware. And on the right side, we can see the brain, the real brain, the large language model (LLM) part. But instead of treating them as a standalone component, we extend it to maybe we need to use some reasoning framework like reactor, reflection, and the chain of thought as well. So it's complicated if you want to do it or integrate it all by yourself. And on the bottom section, which every agent leads a persona, so a set of rules and instructions that define who the agent is and how it should behave. Because HR agent and a customer-facing agent and a DevOps agent, they are totally different, right? So all these are very complicated. So when you bring all the components together, you need to take 90% or at least 80% of your time to do all this. But all this is not about your business or about how to set the whole structures. So that is why we have the Emerald Bedrock here. So we build one of the solution is to help developers to build the the next generation Agentic AI applications is Emerald Bedrock. We provide a fully managed service and help developers to build, deploy, and operate Gen AI applications. So I want to highlight the AgentCore part, which I think in the upcoming re:Invent 2025 in Las Vegas, we'll have more information on the AgentCore part, which will help our to simplify the developers to how they really deploy agent with Emerald Bedrock. So, but for the time limited, so I won't dive deep into the Emerald Bedrock AgentCore features. So if you are interested, we already have some preview versions now. So if you are really interested how to deploy the enterprise Agentic AI applications, you can search AgentCore, Bedrock AgentCore on the Google or on the Emerald website, AWS website, to get more information. Okay, what I want to highlight next is about Strands Agents, because I understand many Agentic AI developers won't stop at just use React or use Bedrock to get applications. They have great ambitions. They want to build their own Agentic AI applications from scratch. They want to control every line of the code, right? That's what we must do. Our developers must do. So here is the open source Strands Agents I want to introduce to you. What is Strands Agents? Strands Agents is Emerald's recently open source framework to the communities. It's an SDK. And of course, it supports the Python firstly, and it can enable developers to build AI agents with minimal code. And with Strands Agents, developers can create AI agents by simply define a prompt and use some tools predefined and use some framework predefined and in their code and test it locally, and then after you test it successfully, you can deploy it to the cloud. So next, let me show you how to rapidly build complex real-world Agentic AI applications using open source Strands Agents. Okay, yes. So in the second demonstrations, I will showcase the creations of mathematical animations using Maven, which is also a Python library designed specifically for high-quality mathematical virtualizations. And we will then tell you how to use Strands Agents. Just use, I don't think, 15 lines or 10 lines, I forget it. We can create it, the animations, the video, which generate the Maven video generations with MP4 format with open source Strands Agents. Okay, let's dive deeper into detailed analysis of the core implementation code for this demo. First, of course, the initial code segment Python code import the agent class from the Strands modules and use the MCP client class from Strands tools and MCP. And the second, we need to set up connections to a Maven MCP server, use the standard input and output as the transport mechanism. And next, the code will establish a context for interaction with Maven MCP server, and it will retrieve available tools from the server, use MCP client, and initial agent with these tools. And finally, the code uses an agent to process a natural language prompt, like maybe in this one we need to create the Maven scene that draw the cubic functions from x equals -3 to x equals 3, like that. So I have a whole recording here. Let me play it here. Yes. So this video demonstrates the whole process of how I build agentic AI applications using open source SDK to perform mathematical virtualizations. So in VS Studio, you see there are two terminal windows. Left runs the MCP server, which connects to the many MCP server. And the right terminals run the MCP clients, which launches video generation chat interface. So through the interface, users can use just use literal language command, like create a mapping scene that draws a cubic function from some X range from in 9 seconds. Yes. You create it and draw the cubic functions. And the agent processing your request now. So a very interesting thing here is the when detecting a combination issues in the local environment, the AI agent intelligently created simplified versions to complete the whole task to demonstrate its adaptive problem-solving capabilities. Okay, we have the output now, and the videos is generated. And to find the video, MP4 videos is generated by AI agent can be found in the videos directory. So we can see it later. Yeah, this one. This is the video generated by the AI agent. So notably, the agent has proactively added more things, which we are not mentioned in the prompt. It's the scaled X and the Y axis, right? So we do not mention it, but the AI agent can help us to do that. So this is the whole process of the how Strands Agent help us to develop applications. So if you are interested in the whole process on how to develop Strands Agents with the next generation Gen AI applications, you can scan the QR code here. The left is the demo video, you can watch it again. The right is the whole code repo. Let's summarize today's sessions. Today we show on this slide. Today we only demo a small part, which is SDK for agent for the whole AWS Agentic AI portfolio, Nova, Actor, and the Strands Agents. We have more other things like the infra part, the knowledge base, and the Emerald Bedrock for the enterprise grade and applications. We mentioned the Kiros and Kiro, but not that deep. So if you are interested in the whole AWS Agentic AI portfolio, you can search on the internet to get more information. So that covers everything for today. So as the Agentic AI landscape continue to evolve rapidly, I will keep you updated with the latest development. You can scan, you can add my LinkedIn page and YouTube channels, and I will update some news informations. Yes, I think it's weekly, with a frequency. So thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to our next opportunities to connect. Thank you.